and welcome back. So you might have seen last week's video, which was all about my travel skincare. I put a poll up on Twitter and I asked on Instagram stories if you guys would be keen to see what I take and how I pack all of my goodies when I travel, and you all were quite keen, so that's what I'm doing here today. Today's video is going to be my makeup, my nails, and some hair care. Now, this particular trip is split in two. The first half of the trip is going to be London, where I'm working and I will be wearing makeup pretty much every day. The second part of the trip is going to be in Greece, where I will almost certainly not wear any makeup for 2 weeks. So the makeup I've packed is essentially quite simple. I haven't packed things like eyeshadows because I just know I'll never get around to using them. It also means I don't have to pack a primer, and I've tried to keep it as simple as possible. Having said that, it's not the smallest makeup bag in the world. I'm sure you could pare it back more, but I have tried to pack the most compact makeup products that I own so that it doesn't take up too much space. I also like to pack things separately. I'm not one for a giant makeup bag. The one I have is actually from Topshop, and it is this one. As you can see, I don't think it's enormous, but I do keep something separately. So this is all my makeup. These are my brushes, and this is my nail stuff. For me, that just works the best because it keeps everything compartmentalized. That's the easiest way for me to manage it. So I'm going to take you through all the makeup that I packed, and I'll go through it roughly in the order that I apply it. So first up, I've got my Body Shop Skin Defense SPF 50. This is the SPF that I wear every day under my makeup because it sinks right in and isn't greasy at all. For base, I'm going to be bringing my It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. This is in the shade medium. This also has SPF 50. I really love the finish. I also really love this packaging, and it's so travel friendly. In fact, I might even pick up another shade while I'm in London because It Cosmetics has just launched in the UK. It's now available at Selfridges, which I might be visiting while I'm there. For concealer, I've got my Benefit Erase Paste, which I use as a corrector first, and then I go in with my Maybelline Instant Anti-Age The Eraser Eye. This is in the shade Light. This is very much on its last legs. That's all I've got left, so I will definitely be repurchasing this when I go to the UK. This is such a good concealer. I actually don't talk about it enough. It is amazing. It doesn't play nicely with all bases. There are some that it just looks a little bit funny on. There are just some bases it doesn't blend well with. I don't know why. Maybe something to do with maybe oil-based versus water-based formulations. It's not completely foolproof, but the bases it does work well with, it looks so gorgeous and blends like a dream. Then I've got my usual MAC Prep and Prime Transparent Finishing Powder in the loose formula, which I use to set all my foundation. Now, instead of packing a powder bronzer, which do tend to be on the larger side, I'm actually just going to take my Smashbox Step by Step Contour Stick, and this is the bronze shade and the contour shade. These are so smooth and creamy. They blend out really naturally and really easily. They are absolutely amazing, and the packaging means it's going to save me a lot of space. Next, for complexion, I've got a highlighter. I'm actually going to be taking this. This is the Maybelline Master Strobing Stick, and this is in the shade 200 Medium Nude Glow. I used this in a recent first impressions video and just absolutely loved it. I just think it's gorgeous. I've actually got it on today. I have no idea if it'll show up on camera, but it's such a flattering shade for my skin tone. It's really creamy. It doesn't move the product around underneath. It doesn't catch. It's just so beautiful. I'm loving that. And also, again, really travel friendly packaging. And then I'm only taking one blush. I was going to take that Chanel Elegance blush that I love so much, but it is quite bulky and my makeup bag, as you can see, is quite small. So I've decided to pack this one instead, which I haven't used in ages, but it is actually really similar and a really good alternative. This is the Max Factor Cream Puff Blush in the shade Nude Mauve. It just goes with everything, and that's why I'm taking it. Whether I wear a dark lip or I'm wearing really natural makeup, it doesn't matter. This is so versatile, and it's really flattering because it kind of contours the cheeks as well. It's gorgeous and it's a lovely sheen, and it's just beautiful. So taking that with me. For eyebrows, I am taking the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe, and then my Essence Make Me Brow. I also just tinted my eyebrows, which will hopefully last for 2 or 3 weeks, which means I shouldn't have to fill my brows in too much. Also especially good for the beach. For my eyes, I'm just taking MAC Groundwork Paint Pot. You guys know how I feel about this. It's the world's easiest eyeshadow look. I put it on with my fingers, blend and go. Although I am planning to stock up on another pot of the Maybelline Color Tattoo in On and On Bronze, because that shade is amazing. It's actually what I've got on my eyes now. And then I will also be taking my Smashbox Always On Gel Liner, which I raved about recently, and this I use in the waterline, but if I do want to do a smoky eye, I can very easily use this to build up a little bit of extra depth around the lash line. For mascara, I'm taking one of my favorite duos. This is the Max Factor False Lash Effect, which I finally started using again after a very long hiatus, and I absolutely love it still. And then for my lower lashes, I use the number 7 Stay Perfect Long Lasting Volume Mascara, which is a tubing mascara that you can get at Boots, and it just doesn't move and it's amazing and I love it. It's obviously also much cheaper than most of the other bottom lash mascaras around. For lips, I'm trying to be extremely disciplined and I'm only bringing 4 products. The first is another one from that May Favorites video, and it is the NYX lip liner in the color Natural and the Clinique Chubby Plump and Shine Jumbo Gem. Really good for a natural everyday look. I'll also be taking the Dior Lip Glow in the shade Berry, which Camilla bought me recently and I absolutely love. Really, really nice everyday sheer berry pink lip. And then just in case I'm in the mood, I do have this little Tom Ford Lips and Boys lipstick in the shade Logan, which is a blue-based fuchsia. So if I do feel like rocking a bold lip, I'll break that out. And obviously the fact that it's so tiny is really handy. And then finally, I've just got a few bits and pieces. These are my Tweezerman tweezers, a little spoolie, and a little travel size of the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Oh, and my NYX blotting papers, which are running low, but I'll just buy some more when I get there. These are really, really good for when I'm traveling, because if I'm out and about all day long, it just makes dealing with shine really, really easy rather than having to put more powder on all the time. And then this bag is my brushes, and this came with a brush set that I bought from Zoeva. I also have a few hair care bits in here, so let's start with those. I'm taking these travel size wave products. This is the texturizing hairspray, and this is the wave spray, which you can see I've almost run out of. I'm probably going to repurchase it when I get there. Absolutely love this. This for me is the standout. The texturizing spray is fine. This is amazing. I also have my Urban Decay All Nighter spray in here, and then some makeup tools. Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curlers, my Zoeva 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek Brush, this I use for blusher. This is a little tiny Sephora under eye brush that I use for taking those cream products on the lower lash line. This is my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and then the Real Techniques Sculpting Brush, which I will use for foundation as well as working those cream contour and bronzing products into the skin. This brush is amazing. My e.l.f. small tapered brush for powder, and then a Real Techniques domed shadow brush, just in case I don't feel like using my fingers for those eyeshadows. And then of course my Miracle complexion sponge for blending in my concealer. And last but not least, 2 very boring and practical things, my sharpeners for the Smashbox pencils, and then one for my eyeliner and lip liner. And then I'll just quickly show you what is in my little travel manicure kit. Don't ask me where this bag is from. I think it was from a press release at some point. I've got my nail polish remover, which I really wish they would figure out how to make this stuff travel friendly. I actually should put cling film around that. My clippers, a cuticle pusher back a stick thing, the best nail file of all time. This is by Leighton Denny, and it is a crystal nail file, so it never wears down and it makes filing your nails so much quicker. It also doesn't rip your nails apart like metal or cardboard nail files can do. I mean, I haven't used one of those nail files in 5 or 6 years now, and I've had this for that long. They are absolutely amazing and highly recommend. Then I've got a little 4-way buffer. I use this just to soften the edges of the nail and to work on any ridges I have. And then I've got my base coat, which is the Mavala Protective Base Coat for nails, and my top coat, which is the Seche Vite Fast Drying Top Coat. And in an unusually restrained move, I've only got 2 colors. The first one is Essie Trophy Wife, which might be my favorite color of all time. This is currently on my toes. It's just so cool. It goes with everything. It's such a fun color and it's just beautiful. I love it. And then this is from the new Chanel Cruise collection. This is the shade Corallium, and it's just a really beautiful peachy coral. I'm wearing this in our disappointing products video if you want to see what it looks like on. Absolutely beautiful. And that's it. That's everything that I am packing to take with me overseas. I know it's not the most minimalist approach, but I do truly feel this is the least stuff I can get away with taking with me. I am away for a month, so just keep that in mind. But if you have any tips for packing light for traveling, please leave them below. I know everyone would find that interesting. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you when I get back. Bye!